he's not putting your child in a dangerous situation, then you're gonna have to get over that. Like, I can't tell you what to do, but I would highly recommend that you embrace the fact that he is trying to build and have a relationship with his kids. Get out the way. It's not your business, the relationship that he is trying to establish and have with his kids. Anything else outside of the relationship with his kids, that's just something that you all should just agree to disagree and move on, because the child's going to resent you when he or she gets older, and it's going to be all bad. And the very crucial years, especially like 2 years old and 4 years old and 5 years old, they need their daddy. They need their daddy in their life, male or female. And there are a lot of men out here who are not responsible, and they're not trying to be responsible, and they're not trying to be a part of the child's life if they can't be a part of your life, or you're not giving up the goodies or whatever, so they're not coming around or whatever. You made that choice. You made the choice and chose him. We have to look beyond people's faults and meet them at their point of need. And every man doesn't have bad intentions. Sometimes, girlfriends, we have to examine our own hearts, examine our own selves, and see if possibly maybe just entertain the thoughts that maybe we are being bitter, or we are not being as understanding as we could be. And remember, it's not about you. It's not about him, but it's about the kids, the babies. They need both parents, regardless if you all are together or if you all are separated. And listen, men, fathers, don't let that be a deterrent for you having a relationship with your children, because the baby's mother is like batshit crazy or going through some type of nervous breakdown because she can't accept the fact that you have moved on with your life. There is always some type of way, a resolution. You have to come to some type of compromise. There's got to be a way. There has to be like an arbitrator. There's got to be somebody that can speak on the behalf of the child, because the kids are the ones that's stuck in the middle. I know a man who raised his son by himself all of his life since he was just a baby. And there was times when they were homeless, and I met them. They rented a room out for me when I used to do boarding care and room and board. And, he took full responsibility of his son, while the mother, she was addicted to drugs. And I think she might even still to this day be addicted to drugs. And he loves his son, and he's serious about it. And I have to commend him, because he is a single father. You don't really hear too much about the single fathers. I know another man who is well above middle age and has a very young daughter. And I'm telling you, rain, shine, sleet, or snow, he gets his daughter. He gets her to school in the morning. He makes sure she has her after school, she has her Happy Meal, or whatever treat that she's looking forward to. She look forward to her daddy come pick her up. And because he's an older gentleman, a lot of people think that that's his granddaughter, and he does not let that deter him from having a relationship with his daughter just because him and the mother are not together. And so I commend him. Like, that is so noble and it's so honorable, because he realizes how important it is that he have a relationship with his daughter, especially because he's older in age and he don't know if he's gonna be around to go to her junior high school graduation, let alone high school graduation or college graduation. So take advantage, seize the moment, don't waste time, get it together. Girlfriends, snap out of it. Brothers, be diligent, stand strong, and don't roll over and play dead. Don't do it. So my game got woke up by my daughter. And I'm telling you, when you get your game woke up by a 12-year-old, then she was probably like 10. And her question to me was, Mommy, why you always talking to the back of Daddy's head? Please believe me. Yes. So I didn't realize I was giving off that type of energy. Because I was on the inside. But when you're on the outside looking in, I could see why she would ask that question. Because when he would come over to pick her up, I was like, nah, because he wouldn't talk to me on the phone, or he wouldn't return my text messages because I'd be going off in the text messages. And so it wasn't so much that, and I gotta keep it 100, it wasn't so much that he had a girlfriend. To me, it was like the girlfriend replaced not me, but the time he had to spend with our daughter. And so I would be vocal about that, either on the phone, on voicemail messages, or on text messages. And I guess, I can't even say I guess, I was bitter. I was the bitter. So I had to, my baby girl, she woke my game up when she said that. I'm like, dang, I do be talking to the back of his head. I'm like, he don't want to talk to me. He get in and get out. He headed to the front door, and I'm trailing behind him, talk about, she need this, she need that, or when next time you gonna get her, like, this can't be spontaneous, you gotta get her on this type of schedule, or why, can't you get her like every weekend or every other weekend? And I just had so much to say about the relationship that he was having with our daughter, and I had to realize that I cannot control that. I had to realize that I was pushing him further away by trying to control the dynamics of their relationship. So once I realized that, and then took a step back to really look at myself, I'm like, ooh, you're ugly. Like, that's ugly. So anyway, I'm saying that part to say this part. Sometimes girlfriends, baby mamas, exes, you're left, you feel left, and you feel abandoned by your man, or by the father of your kids, especially if they have moved on with their life with someone else, and don't even, oh my gosh, and if them and someone else and had some more kids, that's more fuel to the fire. But you have to realize that you can only focus on what you can control, and you want to keep the negative comments and conversations that you might be having with somebody else, or with your girlfriends, or with your mama. You want to make sure that your children are not within earshot, because that's gonna make them feel some kind of way, and then they're gonna feel stuck in the middle. And especially, like, I can speak like for my daughter, because she lives with me. The times that she did go with her dad, she felt a sense of guilt, because she felt like she was like lightweight betraying me. And I didn't realize that until later. Until later I realized that, and I was like, wow, that definitely wasn't my intentions to do that. So it takes a whole lot of adder girls to circle that back around. So I'm thankful and grateful to God that I'm still here today, that I could try my best and turn that around. And so I would like to think that I have turned that around, because her dad's, he comes around more often, he picks her up more often, his girlfriend is more involved now with the picking up of my daughter. And at first I was talking to don't you know he got a whole daughter? Why can't you pick her up? And just trying to control the whole situation just really was totally uncool. So I hope this is helpful to someone, and leave comments, and let's hear from the male perspective. You're still gonna be audio. I didn't want to the person chose not to show their face, but I definitely caught the audio part of it. So let's take a listen. Another group that I want to address, and that is the widows and the widowers. If you're the father of your children or the mother of your children is deceased and you are the primary caregiver, you know what? That's tough and that's rough. For those of you that are in that group, and I know specifically, I know she don't mind me saying her name because she's expressed this also on her social media platform, and that's my sister girl, Kiana, from Kiana Vision. So she is doing an awesome job parenting. That is the message that I want to convey to you all. Let's not let our emotions and our own feelings get in the way of separating children from having a relationship.
Sharing my story, it's my story, not his story. When I'm sharing this transparent, giving him the glory. I know you got a story and you ain't got a way. You never know the difference a conversation makes.